Good morning, y'all. It is January 4th, 2023, and it's been a very warm 5-6 days. Recently, temperatures in the 60s and 70s, and I never filmed, beautiful weather, but I never filmed a follow-up to the winter storm that we had and whatever damage might have been done. So today, I would like to film a bit of an update on the palmage and how it fared through the winter weather. And we'll start off today with the palmetto, my first palmetto. Aside from a few burnt tips on the outermost frond, everything else is flawless. Check this out. Again, this palmetto is in zone 7, technically. A little bit of burn. We're about 2 weeks out from that storm, so any damage that would have shown up that could have shown up would have started by now, and has, as you can see here. So look at this, just absolutely flawless on the innermost fronds, and even the spear flawless. I'm in love with this palmetto particularly because it's been in the ground over a year. I put it in October of 21. And it's first year it saw 10 degrees, completely uncovered, no protection, not even lights or anything. And it did perfect, just great. 8 degrees this year, a bit colder, but as you can see, didn't phase it. I put a little bag over it that fell off, along with some insulation on the perimeter of the palm, and hard to say really what that might have done, except for maybe 1 or 2 degrees warmer, because the bag was off and it was exposing part of this frond and this frond as well. So maybe it did some, but if it didn't, then just a testament to the hardiness of palmettos. Oh, and then the Livistona, but not to fear. As you can see, this whole strap leaf, dude, that's been a strap leaf for God knows, for as long as I've had the palm, has remained green. But you can see there's green on the petioles at the base, and if you give the spear a nice little tug, it won't come out none. Either will this one. And in fact, you can even see some green coming out of that newest spear on all of these. So again, these will be fine. They get flash freeze pretty much every winter, and they always come back just as good, if not stronger. So these will be back. There's no worries here. It's a zone 9 palm, and it saw like zone 7 temperatures. So, and I had that greenhouse over it, but I'm not really sure how much heat they really added, except for maybe a couple degrees, which would have put it in the teens inside, which might have helped a little bit, but at the end of the day, it got fried, as it does typically every winter, but it always comes back, and there's plenty of green on the petioles, so it'll be back. And then let's move on to the bananas here. Carnage, banana carnage. The one closest to the house, though, still standing, but these guys collapsed. Now I'm not worried, because these bananas are hardy to zone 7, so a lot of people chop them at the base anyway. I just keep the stalks so that it'll have something to grow from in the spring. But absolute carnage out here, dude. But it'll be fine. It'll regrow, and already has this one, so it'll be all good. This dude, I don't know what's to be said for him. It's not coming out, which is a good sign. Maybe it's just kind of wilted due to the extreme cold. It doesn't feel like it's dead. Although it kind of, I don't know. We'll see. In limbo. TBD on this guy. Let's see, what else? My hydrangea here. My hydrangea looks like it wants to do spring. Well, I want to do spring too. Look at that, buds coming out on this guy in January. That's crazy, isn't it? Obviously the orange tree did just fine. And this palmetto, which, again, I'm confused as to what the hell's going on with this guy and this guy. Although this one, although it looks kind of freeze-dried, it doesn't feel freeze-dried. And there's still a few streaks of green in this one. And the frond, the newest spear down here, this guy, still completely green. So, as you can see, still completely green. So, I ain't got a clue what's going on with this dude. I mean, it could just be weirdly freeze damage because, but I mean, this thing saw, you know, I wrapped it up. You would think that the outer fronds would be damaged, and there is some damage on the outer fronds, but it's different looking than this and this. I'm not sure what these are. I'm not sure what this is. I'm still trying to figure it out, but if anyone has any suggestions or, you know, thoughts on what it could be, let me know. It doesn't look like it's, I mean, certainly not coming out. And I don't know what's going on, but somebody knows, let me know. It might be all right in the end, who knows. And this dude, the windmill, doing good after its first winter. Well, it's still winter, but first year in the ground, saw single-digit temperatures without any protection. My dumbass decided that was an okay idea. Little bit of damage on, well, not even really, just the slightest bit of damage on this frond here with that little black spot. But that's honestly it. And this frond looks a little bit lighter in color, although that might just be whatever, but it's been pushing. And then it's got another spear down in there. So, I mean, this dude, I'm impressed. I mean, windmill palm from Florida, of all places. Florida never gets below like 70 in Miami or whatever, which it does, but I mean, that's just a testament to how hardy these things are, even when you get them from like a tropical climate. This thing saw, I mean, single digits ain't no joke for even a windmill, but yet it handled them like a champ, and there's practically no damage on this guy. First year in the ground, only been here like not even 7 months, so I'm impressed. I'm impressed. There's a little bit of damage there, but I mean, dude, really impressive, this windmill. So just a testament to how hardy those guys really are, as well as the sables. Big palmetto guy. Anyway, oleanders, probably toast, maybe a little bit of green on there. I ain't sure what, I mean, let's see here. This looks to be kind of dead. Yeah, I mean, maybe it'll regrow from the base. I'm not sure about these things. There's zone, people say there's zone 8, people say there's zone 9, some people say there's 7B. Not really, no. We'll see if they come back though. Anyway, sable palmetto. It's trying to go palmate here, which is cool. Most of them are trying to go palmate. Recovered nicely. A little bit of spotting and stuff, but you know, pretty good. And then the windmill, the big windmill. Look at this guy. Absolutely no damage. Left him uncovered for the cold apocalypse, and just beautiful, stunning. Look, opening up a new spear, which looks a little bit. No, it looks all right. But I just strung up those lights around it, and that's literally all I did. Again, a testament. Washingtonia robusta. Look at that, look at that, look at that. And that silo I built for it did it some good for sure, because this frond looks pretty much the same as when it went in there. So, pretty fired up on this guy, big time. I was surprised at how well that protection method worked. I just had insulation and like an insulation wrapping, and I just put it all the way up with a I mean, and that's literally, it was 6 foot tall, and this thing, it's still at my chin level, so it's 5 foot something, but without the other fronds, which made it 6 foot. But I mean, this guy, it's a tough little beast. So if you haven't seen that video with my winter protection methods, do check that one out. It's a good one to see. So it got this Robusta through single-digit temps. And we got here my little sable palmetto, or maybe it's a sable miter, I'm not sure. But either way, it's doing good, doing good. I'm excited to see what this one turns out to be. Lastly, in the back here, we've got Camerops humilis, the Mediterranean fan palm. As you can see, it's a little bit burnt, but there's green. There's green in the center. So, I mean, I saved the big stem, which is great. The rest of the fronds are a little toasted, but the inner fronds are pretty good. So, I'm excited to see how this one grows during the spring. Happy it made it. All right, that's everything, y'all. Thanks for watching and all that. And yeah, till next time.